MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Minnesota Twins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Pittsburgh Pirates.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
Chad Kuhl gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
At the plate, Byron Buxton. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the home opener as the called strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. High and deep to left center field. Marte going back at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. Buxton takes the turn at third. He wants it all, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that, and everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
So here's Joe Mauer as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Kuhl has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Popped him up. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Runners off for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Mauer stands at second with no outs. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Fastball called. Strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Miguel.
Standing in, Miguel Sano. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. Ball one. One and one. Runner at second here with one man out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. The 1-2. Into center field, line drive base hit. Now a long throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging two-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. No balls and a strike to count. Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Batting sixth, right fielder,
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. A runner on first with two away. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a run on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Minnesota leads this one 2-0. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Josh Harrison stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Buxton is there. 1 away.
Batting second, the shortstop, Adam.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Now the pitch. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Here's Starling Marte. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Odorizzi's ready. 0-2 on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail things. So digging in now, Jorge Polanco. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting eighth, catcher, Jason Castro.
Stepping in, Jason Castro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. One out, nobody on. 1-1 to Jason Castro. Castro, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
So we got him swinging. Jason Castro is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. They're up 2-0. Now to the plate, Corey Dickerson, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. This is in the air out to left field. Rosario is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Josh Bell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's Gregory Polanco. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Mauer in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you with us on MLB Network. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Mauer. He singled his last time up. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Mauer, a 6'5" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
The next twin up, Brian Dozier, 0 for 1 here in the early going. This is in the air out to right. Polanco has a read on it, and that's the third out. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're. Here's David Freeman. 8 and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. 0-1 the count. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Finally, a take. No, seriously. That's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. Striding in, Francisco Cervelli. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to third. Sano is there. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Now in the box, Chad Poole. This guy. Is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him on the way. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Miguel Sano, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Stepping in, Josh Harrison back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
At the plate, Adam Frazier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Sano onto the grass. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Up next for Pittsburgh, center fielder.
Here's Starling Marte. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Ground ball left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
First baseman number 55.
Now batting, Josh Bell. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Odorizzi comes set. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Frazier on third. Marte over at second. Bell at first. 2 out in the inning. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Pirates leave them low 2-0. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 15, catcher.
So stepping in, Jason Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2 to the Twins catcher. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
And a fastball is in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's David Freese to stand in. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
A windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked it.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Bucks have struck for a run, it's now a 2-1 score.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Into the box, Chad Kuhl. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Josh Harrison stands in. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. The sights and sounds. So here's Joe Mauer, a hit in 2 tries so far. Strike. 0-2 now as Mauer can't come up with anything on that swing.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Polanco has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Here's Brian Dozier now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Grounded softly to the right. And he is in there.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, kind of frustrating executing a pitch here as an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Marte is there to take it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the 0-1. He's running. That's a strike to throw down. Way late made, and he's in there easily at second.
I like the decision to steal right there, and it worked out. With 2 outs, there's not a lot to lose if you get caught, but if you get there successfully.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Into the box, Adam Frazier. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Starling Marte. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Lofted in the air out to right field. Kepler's there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Pitch on the way. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco. Soft liner to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball, or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Into the box now, Jake Odorizzi. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Twins pitcher.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Twins wind up stranding 1. They still lead it. Josh Bell the next to hit. And error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Line toward right center. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon.
Now pitching for the Twins.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now it's 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Now the 2-0. Popped him up. Rosario coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Third baseman, number 23.
Trevor May takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Rosario, still ranging back. And they have taken the lead. So a 3-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year. And they will jump ahead here. It's now 4-2.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
High pop-up. Mauer has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Top pitcher, number 39. Cool.
Jordan Luplow will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 47, Jordan Luplow.
Hit on the ground out to short. Polanco has it. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 5, second baseman,
Josh Harrison stands in. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Josh Smoker has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Byron Buxton. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Hit on the ground toward the left. Freeze is there. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2. Here's Brian Dozier now. In there at the knees, strike 1. And you look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good inning.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. And that'll bring in...
Leading off for the Pirates, the shortstop, Adam Frazier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
And a fielder, number 6.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. One-0 count. Here it is.
1-1 the count now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
And he struck him out. Stepping up now, Corey Dickerson. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-1 home. And there's a base hit on the line.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Josh Bell the next to hit. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Last time through was a base hit. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Stand in. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Sliced hard, but foul. Ready with the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler's there for it. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double.
Last chance coming up here for the Twins. Now,
Felipe Vasquez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Here's Miguel Sano. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him.
To second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the ninth, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Final strike for the Twins. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
5-2 the final today. Pittsburgh used a 3-run seventh to help propel them to the win. Chad Kuhl gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Felipe Vasquez wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. In the National League Central, Chad Kuhl struck out 10 batters and earned the W as Pittsburgh got the win against the Twins 5-2. The Cubs put up 16 hits on the day as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 9-6. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Christian Yelich had 3 hits on the day, helping the Brewers down the Cardinals 7-3. Anthony Rendon drove in 4, helping the Nats down the Braves 5-3. J.D. Martinez really cashed in at the dish with 3 hits and 6 RBIs as Boston took care of Miami 13-4. The New York Mets picked up 14 hits in total as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks got the victory in extra innings against the Dodgers 2-1. The San Diego Padres combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 3-2. The Chicago White Sox amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-4. The New York Yankees beat the visiting Rays 5-1. The Detroit Tigers got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed the walk-off win over the Royals 7-6. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim bested the visiting Indians 9-5. The A's were winners over the visiting Rangers 4-3. The Houston Astros pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-0. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds hit 3 long balls as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 8-3. The St. Louis Cardinals got 18 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 11-6. The Atlanta Braves bested the visiting Nats 8-5. The Boston Red Sox finished off a 2-game sweep as they manhandled the Marlins 7-0. The Mets pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-0. The Dodgers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona 6-2. The Colorado Rockies got 11 hits overall as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-0. The San Francisco Giants racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-5. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-3. The Kansas City Royals put together 10 total hits as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 6-2. The Indians knocked out 10 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 4-1. The Rangers defeated the A's in Oakland 5-0. The O's had 12 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-3. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Tonight we've got baseball from the banks of the Allegheny, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. It's the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Stay tuned for Pirates baseball next. Ivan Nova gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Ready now, Byron Buxton, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come out of the gate slowly. Just one of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, this is a tough place to come in and play. The home team's they've played pretty well here. They got their fans excited about last night's W. Let's see if they can complete the sweep today.
You know, you always want to you want to get greedy, Dero, when you win the first game of a 2-game set, particularly when you're playing at home. And this team is a really good home team, so the odds are in their favor that they've got a good chance to pull off this sweep.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, no doubt, I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Frazier backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting third, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Into the box now, Brian Dozier. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And now the Pirates. Kyle Gibson gets the starting nod for the Twins. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
In now, Adam Frazier, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Starling Marte
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
The Dozier for one, on to first to complete the double play. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Jay Hay, Josh Harrison do his thing. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson looking first inning alive. Hit hard on the ground is short. To his right, Polanco. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. One in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. Riding into the box, Miguel Sano. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Strike one to start the at-bat. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's focus our attention on infielder third baseman David Freese. We all know the history. One of the most dramatic home runs in St. Louis Cardinal history. This guy doesn't get enough credit for being a very reliable defender. Look for him to make a big play today.
1-1 to count. One out, nobody on. The 1-2. And that gets him on the mound. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Way late on the fastball for strike one. Rosario leads off first with one away. And it's 1-1. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. So striding in, Jorge Polanco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. Nothing. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike two. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Turned on down the line. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. Throw into second.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Head-to-head against Nova. 2 hits in 7 tries.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Here's a high pop-up. Nova shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Gibson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 0-1 the count. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit back up the middle, and this goes right past him. Oh my, that might plate 2. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 3-1.
Are you kidding me right here? The pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit that breaks the tie and gives them a 2-run lead.
You know, there's an old theory that a swinging bat is a dangerous bat no matter who swings it. The last thing they were thinking of, the opposing pitcher was going to drive in too.
Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Stepping into the box, Josh Bell, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Here's Gregory Polanco. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Bell on first, nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gun.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
At the plate, David Freese. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch coming, here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
The 0-2 home. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Bouncer to the left side. Polanco right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits.
Leading off for the Twins.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Joe Mauer.
He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Here's Brian Dozier now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, Ivan Nova, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Cue shot here out towards short, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 5.
Ready for another chance? Josh Harrison provided some excitement for the home crowd right out of the gate as he tripled to start out the home first. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. 3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. Hit on the ground out to short. Polanco ranges to his left. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Adam Frazier. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. This is pulled into right. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. And that'll bring in Starling Marte with 2 away.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Marte.
Here's Starling Marte as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bounce it to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Marte is under it, and that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. Leading off the inning, Corey Dickerson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Bell. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Gregory Polanco. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first. Appearance. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Here's David Freese to stand in. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty that was right there.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that. One left for Pittsburgh. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Leading off for the Twins.
Now here's the pitch.
Jason Castro.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys that...
Play ball. This was an awfully quick series, and it ended in a split. I have a feeling these two teams could have played a 20-game series and would have ended tied. Two evenly matched, well-coached ball clubs.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Minnesota Twins grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-2. The Cardinals totaled 11 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-2. The Nationals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-0. The Mets completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-1. Chris Herman had 2 long balls and 4 driven in as the Diamondbacks got the victory against the Dodgers 6-5. John Gray was untouchable on the mound, crafting an amazing no-hit performance as Colorado beat the Padres 9-0. The Giants completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-6. The Toronto Blue Jays combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 2-1.